Assalamu alaikum all. Today I'm going to be talking about 7 habits that made me a better language learner as a Muslim. Now these are habits that I've kind of picked up as I've been kind of language learning throughout the last few sort of months, and I saw a really good video by Lingo Steve about his habits, and I've incorporated some of those, but also some other that I've just kind of like to be aware of, and I'm going to talk about them in today's video. So yeah, just want to say welcome. On this channel, I share my journey learning languages as a Muslim. So number 1 is reduce stress. That's the most important thing, because learning a language can build up a lot of anxiety and people can get quite worried, and it starts off quite easily usually. You learn, like in French, for example, bonjour, au revoir, like comment bien, all of these sort of kind of words are really easy ones. And then when you start getting into it more and more and more, then as soon as you hit some sort of difficulty, you could kind of it's very easy to just kind of quit. And that's why it's very important just to keep it simple and just kind of do a little bit each time. And this leads me to my next habit, which is just to learn a language slowly. I was looking to all these videos about learning a language within 3 months, 4 months, 5 months, and learn a language within a month, you just do so many hours and stuff, and that does not work for me. It means studying long hours, and especially when the language can get a bit difficult. I feel like I need to get a good night's sleep, let things rest in my brain, and just keep kind of going back to it bit by bit. And you get into more different sort of grammar rules and things like that. So that's why it's important just to kind of learn it slowly and take your time. Number 3 is to focus on input, which is just kind of watching and listening and not kind of speaking too much, just seeing things that are out there, and whatever kind of takes your fancy, just kind of keep it fun. Which then kind of leads me to my next lesson, and which is just to keep it fun. And the way I do that is by watching Netflix and YouTube. You could watch programs in other languages and find something that you enjoy watching. Like on Netflix, I was watching Tour de France on Change, so most of that was in French, and it was really good, kind of learning about the Tour de France sort of cycling program and how it all kind of works and stuff, and beautiful scenery, beautiful imagery. Plus you've got people speaking in French, and I just put in the French subtitles, and you just kind of pick up little bits. Just keep doing that, and your brain will automatically just kind of soak stuff in. And another important lesson that I learned was that it's impossible for you to not learn language. If you just do a little bit each day, the brain will automatically pick stuff up. So don't worry about learning these big rules and grammar lists and stuff like that. I find that doesn't work for me, and I've seen a lot of videos people talk about that. Just keep going. Your brain will pick stuff up. It will make connections, the neurons will fire. And this was like a big revelation for me, and gave me a lot of confidence. Even when I don't understand something, just keep doing it, try something different, do a little bit. Don't kind of force it into your brain too much. Don't worry, your brain will naturally pick things up. And I still need to go back to this as well. And even when I hit something difficult, or sometimes I feel like, oh gosh, I don't know what's going on with this language, I'm never going to understand it. But having this fact gives me a lot of confidence. Having confidence in language learning is really important. And you don't want to have something so hard and so difficult there's no way you're going to understand it. That's just not going to make you want to kind of learn the language. And the next most important habit is just to keep going. So even if you do 1 minute a day, 2 minutes a day, doesn't matter, whatever it is, just keep going. So and I wish I had done that when I came back from Hajj in 2014. I had this ambition of learning Arabic, and I went straight into it. I got a teacher, and it was just too difficult. The stuff I went onto was too difficult, and then I thought, there's no point. I'm never going to learn Arabic. This language is too hard. But if I just kept doing it a little bit each day, I would have learned Arabic. It's impossible for me to not learn Arabic. Inshallah. That's what would have happened. So, and I wish I had done that. And now 10 years have gone by. It's like 2024 at the moment. So I wish I had done that. And the next lesson, which is really important, is to have a set time/prompt for language learning. Like Salah is a really good thing. It's something that as Muslims we do 5 times a day. And so you can do something like, Zohar time. That's after I've done my Zohar prayers and, I've done my du'as and stuff like that. Let me do a little bit of language learning. So, I just pull out my Duolingo and I do a bit of Duolingo. It could be other things as well, but it's just like having that prompt and having that set time. I know if I say, no, I'll do it later, I won't get around to doing it. I need to do it sort of there and then as much as possible. I know obviously things come up as well, and it goes back to my very first habit is you do want to reduce stress, reduce anxiety as well when you're learning a language, and that's going to give you a more chance of success. If you enjoyed this video, please check out my other video where I talk about using an online language tutor for 3 months.